Welcome to Inside UNA Basketball. Here are your hosts, Coach Bobby Champagne and J.D. Byers.
Welcome to Inside UNA Basketball. I'm your host, J.D. Byers, along with the head coach of the University of North Alabama, Coach Bobby Champagne. We've got some highlights for you in just a moment. UNA's home game versus Christian Brothers University. They meet on the hardwood for the 29th time in the all-time series. We're looking for a victory, trying to get back in the win column. We haven't beat them since 2008 in the NCAA tournament down in Lakeland, Florida. Coach, before we get to that game, though, we've gone on the road, and for the first time in your era, we take two on a very difficult road swing, a victory at West Florida and at Valdosta State.
Yeah, it was a huge road swing for us. It's two tough teams to play, and it's the longest trip that we've got in the Gulf South Conference, 9-hour bus ride getting down to Valdosta. And so real happy for the team, the way they played and gutted it out in both games. Both of them close games, a 1-point victory and a 2-point victory. So we did a great job of getting those two road wins to maintain pace with the league leaders.
Close games indeed. We get the Argonauts by 2, then the 1-point victory over the Blazers, and we didn't get to the line much there at all. It took a big defensive stand right there at the end. DeAndre Hersey records yet another block to seal it.
Yeah, we got a couple blocks in that last possession that Valdosta had. We had a inbounds play underneath that scored the go-ahead basket for us with about 17 seconds. At West Florida, Marquell Darrington sealed the game with a couple free throws with about 6 seconds left in the game. So we really played good down the stretch, and that's how we got those two victories.
Those two road wins got the Lions to 16-3 on the year, so we come back home still in Gulf South Conference action, set to host Mike Neighbors' Buccaneers of Christian Brothers University. They come to our place, and, Coach, it was pretty much a 3-point exhibition. The bad news is it was the Buccaneers. They put in 13 long-range shots.
Yeah, the Graham kid really had it going. He'd come into the game shooting the ball well, so we knew that going in the scouting report, but he makes 9 of 12 or 9 of 16. He was really shooting the ball well, and tough to play against a team when you got somebody that's got a hot hand like that.
They only played 6 players, but shot 52% in the first half, and again they hit the 13 trays. Really no big disparity, in the free throw shooting. We both got to the line. Kind of hurt us, though. We didn't hit quite as many free throws as we would have liked.
Yeah, we had a stretch there in the second half where we were kind of making a run. We were playing aggressively, getting offensive rebounds, and we missed 5 free throws in a row, and it's kind of hard to cut into a team's lead, especially when they're shooting it as well as they did. For some reason, we just get off to a bad start against Christian Brothers. We went 8 minutes or so the first time we played them without scoring a basket, and really had a similar type start at home.
So we'll get to those highlights in just a moment. It's UNA and the Buccaneers of Christian Brothers University. The Lions trying to get win number 17 on the year. First, we have this time out on Inside UNA Basketball. We're coming right back.
Inside UNA Basketball is brought to you by Williams Cleaners and Ray Miller Buick GMC.
Right now at Ray Miller Buick GMC, 2012 Acadia 0% for 72 months. 2012 Yukon SLT 0% for 72 months or save $6,500. Get 0% for 60 months on select Sierra extended cabs. 2012 Buick LaCrosse 0% for 60 months or save $6,000. Need a low payment? Verano only $199 a month. See salesperson for details. 48 years of satisfied customers. Ray Miller Buick GMC, Cox Creek Parkway, Florence.
Daddy, can I get a puppy, please?
Okay, Sammy. It's bedtime.
Oh, 10 more minutes, please.
10 more.
Yes. Please.
Hey, Daddy. Will you buy some alcohol for my party tonight? We'll be right here at the house. You can even take the keys. Please?
Absolutely not.
Never let me have anything.
Don't be a pushover.
I hate you.
Be a parent. Prevent. Don't provide alcohol to minors.
Welcome back to Inside UNA Basketball. Highlights coming up for UNA versus Christian Brothers at Flowers Hall. 1,300 plus on hand for this one on campus for a Thursday night game. Coach, it was a big 3-point night for Christian Brothers. We talked about Pat Graham for them, 9 of 16 from 3-point land. Trying to pull something out of this good. We were pretty good in the paint offensively and defensively. 47 points, they get 25 in the lane.
Yeah, we were pretty good in the paint. The problem was it took us a little while to figure out that's where we needed to go. First half, 0 for 10 from the 3-point line, and we really needed to be taking the ball to the basket, throwing it inside there. We really only threw it into the post twice in the first half and had 3 really tough, aggressive drives in that first half. So needed to do more of that, and hopefully we do adjust in the second half, but hopefully next time we play Christian Brothers, we start out that way.
Storyline for the first 20 minutes, I think a thumbnail would be they hit those 8 first-half three-pointers. They'd had 5 in the second half, but we go 6 minutes, 14 seconds without any points, not even at the free throw line to open up the game.
Yeah, we really did, and watching the tape, you see it, and we're only down a couple baskets. We're holding them scoring early, but we just can't get anything going offensively, and so it was tough to sustain that.
Let's go ahead and get to the tape. First half highlights for North Alabama and Christian Brothers.
Has now held us without any points for 6 minutes. A head fake. Casey wanted to spot up, puts up a teardrop that rolls in. That's their first 2-point bucket of the game, and they lead 6-0. And Pritchard. Pritchard across midcourt. Tyler actually traveled, really dribbled it off his leg. Official didn't see it, and he banks it in. And just outside the free throw line, the Lions get their first points, and the crowd finally gets to sit down. Wes Long to the table, along with Marquell. They'll check in shortly. UNA down 9-2, inside 12 to go. Here's a 3. McCarthy, rimmed out, no good. Claiborne off the rebound, snares it with the left hand. Down the heart of the floor, here's Claiborne all the way to the hole, puts it up left-handed on the other hand shot. Good for 2. And the Lions have shut it down and got it within 5. KJ will come out, Spear comes in. So it's Nathan Spear, Wes Long, Rashawn Claiborne, Hersey, and Marquell. Jump stop in the paint, left-handed shot. Rashawn Claiborne's got 4. He's our leading scorer. He struggled on the road at West Florida and at Valdosta State. Into Hersey. DeAndre tries to split a triple team. Hangs onto the ball, feeds it out to Marquell in the corner, right back into Hersey. Leans in. Here's DeAndre off the backboard. Good for 2. DeAndre patient and then using the muscle to attack the rim. And the next one's good. Today's game brought to you in part by the official sponsor of the UNA Little Lion Fan Club, Taco Bell. Liv Moss down low. Here's Lazar. Leans in, and he's got his first points in less than 10 seconds. Petrov, the Macedonian. UNA shooting 28%. CBU on fire, 50%. They're 11-22. Three-point shooting looks like this. CBU 6 of 16, 38% from the arc. And they lead 31-13. Here's Tyler Pritchard on a bank shot. Little double clutch. I thought he was hoping for the best, maybe a foul, but instead he puts it in from about 6 feet away.
Tyler Pritchard stepping it up and getting it done, and we need somebody to do so.
We're down 16 against a very talented, disciplined team, Christian Brothers.
Discipline is an understatement.
There's a turnover. Rashawn Claiborne comes in, snatches it away, gives it up to Pritchard. Tyler quickly into the front court, out to Nathan. Doesn't travel. Stops at the free throw line, gives it up to Claiborne. Rashawn with 4 points, back in the game, has 2 personal fouls. Here's Marquell going up, puts a teardrop up that won't go. Tip, Bruce Adams is there, goes to the basketball, and he pulls it off the floor. Bruce, and finally rolls it in for 2. He didn't give up. Second effort gets us on the board. We trail 31-17. And UNA one and done on that trip with 1:20 to play in the first half. Spinning, McCarthy goes right side, handoff. Coming to the top is Casey. Now to Fleming. And a turnover. Marquell Darrington, just took it away from him. Down to Bruce Adams, and he'll bank it in for 2. Points off turnovers for the good guys. That cuts it to 11. Fleming, great defense off the right side. They'll come near side. Graham, he's going to get some separation and put up another 3. Come on, guys. Get in the guy's face. That's his 5th tray, and we're in the first half. 17 points for Pat Graham. 10 seconds to go. Shot clock off. Nathan up to Wes. Right wing KJ. Keenan back to Wes. Here's his 3. No good. He's wide open at the buzzer. Jumper. Was it good? They said count it. Of course, we're still down 17 as we head to the locker room, down 37-28. First half threes for Christian Brothers. 8.
When you support Lil Steve's convenience stores, you're supporting small American family-owned businesses. They, in turn, support our high schools, our community, and the University of North Alabama. When you buy snacks, drinks, and other items from Lil Steve's, you're saying, we believe in America. 7 locations in Florence. Pine Street, Florence Boulevard, at the corner of Helton Drive and Cox Creek Parkway and Chisholm Road. Cloverdale Road, Petersville. Woodward Avenue, Muscle Shoals. And Highway 72 in Killen. Lil Steve's. Believe in America.
football and food go together. Montague's menu offers a variety of game day edibles like the cheesesteak, specialty burgers, the specialty Reuben, and even Polish dogs. For the health conscious, there's a salad menu too. Montague's, corner of Pine and Chisholm in Florence.
Frostbite Frozen Treats, just blocks from the stadium, offers a unique experience. Next to Montague's, at the corner of Pine and Chisholm, it's customizable frozen yogurt. When the cup is full, the toppings are close by, and then it's just a matter of weighing and paying. Frostbite, next to Montague's and on Facebook.
Right now at Ray Miller Buick GMC, 2012 Acadia 0% for 72 months. 2012 Yukon SLT 0% for 72 months or save $6,500. Get 0% for 60 months on select Sierra extended cabs. 2012 Buick LaCrosse 0% for 60 months or save $6,000. Need a low payment? Verano only $199 a month. See salesperson for details. 48 years of satisfied customers. Ray Miller Buick GMC, Cox Creek Parkway, Florence.
Back on Inside UNA Basketball, we're at halftime here, UNA versus Christian Brothers University. We trail, 37-22. Keenan Jackson gave us a good buzzy beater jumper there just as we went in at halftime.
Yeah, he hit the shot right before half, gave us a little momentum going into it. The guys were dejected and just not in very good spirits because couldn't get anything going offensively, and that's tough when you can't make a shot and you just don't feel good about yourself. We bounced back in the second half. We scored 51 points in the second half. We cut the lead, got it under double digits, but just couldn't get over the hump because Pat Graham kept raining those threes in.
He had 9 on the night, and actually we put up so many points in the second half. We surpassed our point total from the January 3rd loss up at Canale Arena in Memphis. We shoot 36% in the first half. They shoot 52%. They're just on fire like that, but we do put some points together, and we cut it to single digits pretty late in the game.
We cut it and got where we needed to be. Every possession with Christian Brothers is about a minute long because they run that shot clock all the way down. And so we went to fouling and putting them at the free throw line with about 3 minutes to go. We cut it to 9 with a minute 30, and then had a crucial turnover and a couple key misses, which really hurt us in the end.
Coming out of the locker room, we're down 15 to the Buccaneers. Here's the second half highlights.
UNA down 18, matching CBU's biggest lead. They led there with 3:46 to go in the half. UNA had a late bucket. Here's Markwell, top of the key, over to DeAndre. As Drake backpedaling, DeAndre leans in and puts in a floater for 2. Back in the corner and an open look from the corner. Another for the three-pointer. Guess who? Pat Graham. Pat Graham has just hit his 6th tray of the night. He's got 20. Spear to Bruce. He'll put up a 3. Bruce Adams, and he overshot it. Here's the putback. Tyler Pritchard, double clutch, good for 2. But you can't whittle into a lead when you're swapping 3s for 2-pointers. They probably stick more with the Princeton style than UAH does, and there's an excellent exhibition of it as they find the wide open guy underneath for the reverse layup. 47-26, CBU taking it to us. Claiborne, right side Pritchard. Holding the basketball low. Pritchard, crossover dribble. Up to West. UNA still has not hit from downtown. We're 0 of 12 from the perimeter. Spear inside the arc. Puts in a jumper with 17 on the shot clock. Good. Stagger down the baseline. And there's a turnover. Nathan Spear right in the front of McCarthy. Turnover. Lions down court. Claiborne. Cross-court pass, jump stop. Claiborne takes it to the hole, misses. Bruce Adams gets the offensive rebound. Bruce leans, misses, falls to the floor. It's tipped inside the paint, and it's controlled by Christian Brothers, but right into the hands of Tyler Pritchard. And so the shot clock will be reset. UNA basketball. Up to West. Bounce pass, baseline. Here's Bruce Adams off the window, good for 2. And it's good. UNA down 19 with an even 15 minutes to play. Markwell down all the way into the hole. He's going to lay it in for 2. Coast to coast on the drive by Darrington. Out in the corner. Here's a cross-court pass out to Hildreth. He'll put up a 3, and it's good. Drew Hildreth throws in the 10th three-pointer of the game for CBU. They've got 30 points off trays, and we've only scored 32 all night. 54-32, CBU leads. 22-point lead with 12 minutes to go. Pritchard. Crossover. Out in the corner. KJ wide open. They let him take the 3, and he misses. Here's the putback, weak side, and one. Bruce Adams off the finish, and Hildreth, I believe, is going to be the guilty party, and he does. The backup 6'5" freshman draws and commits the foul, rather. Coming up on the 10-minute mark, Drake, backdoor. Now we're just playing sloppy. Nobody picking up Hildreth for the slam dunk. DeAndre Hersey comes to the table. And this could get out of hand bad if you don't decide to play some basketball. Wes Long puts up a contested three. Got it. Our first three-pointer of the game. We still trail by 20 with 9:14 to go.
He's traveled trying that same move 3 times tonight.
Today's game brought to you in part by State Farm. Marquell Darrington, runner using the glass. And we press in the backcourt, cutting it to 18. Pat waits, thinks better of it, 7:18 to go. They'll try to burn some time. They were right in front of the bench, and they turn it over. Hit the back of the leg of Pritchard. He'll turn and snag the ball. Here's a 3-on-3. Pritchard in the paint. Takes it to the hole. Good for 2. We press in the backcourt. There's a turnover. Clayborn's got it. Claiborne to the hole. He's going to lay it in for 2. That cuts it to 18. Into McCarthy. We'll press again. Corey Ricks goes low. We double team. Drake, cross-court pass to the far side. Fleming ahead. Here's Graham from the left wing. Right back they go. And they'll try to burn some time down and go inside 6 to play. Drake to the wing. Hildreth kicks it out in the corner. No three-pointer by Fleming. He'll go low. Here's Hildreth off the double clutch and a miss. We got to stop. Here comes Rashawn Claiborne. Claiborne, jump stop in the paint, puts it up off the window, and it rolls in. That's 4 unanswered by Claiborne. That cuts it to 16. And they made them both. 12 of 13 from the line is Christian Brothers. Inside to Yeti, right back out to Marquell for 3. Missed. Tipped high. Claiborne goes vertical forward at the three-point line, and he pulled the rebound. Over to West, right side. Here's Corey for 3. Missed. Claiborne on the rebound. Trying for the finish. Goes off the glass. Good for 2. Rashawn Claiborne. 12 three-pointers now for Christian Brothers. Pat Graham, 31 points. Claiborne carries it low, spins at the three-point line. In the paint, Yeti turns, takes it off the window. Claiborne with good vision. Spins, looks underneath, everybody covered out to Fleming. Yeti plays him soft, puts up a runner, and it bounces out of the cylinder. KJ with a rebound. Here comes Keenan. Keenan down the heart of the floor, out to West, pops up, three-pointer, good! West Long.
14, West Long with it.
With 6 on the shot clock, spins, works in on Yeti. Here's one off the glass, oh, and he rolled it in. Bruce Adams, Marquell, Pritchard, Spear all come to the line. Corey Ricks takes it to the hole, and that answers the two-pointer on the other end. Corey Ricks banks it in for 2, but Rashawn Claiborne, Tyler Pritchard, and Yeti. Pritchard's going to run the points. He sprints into the front court, making good time to Nathan. Turn around, catch and shoot. Three-pointer good by Nathan Spear. That cut it to 11. And they made them both. Back up by 13 go the Buccaneers. UNA basketball in the front court. Pritchard stops. Really should have taken that 3. It's a time situation now. Back over to Pritchard. Stops the free throw line. Out to West. Circles. Waits. Puts up a 3. Got it! UNA's down by 10. Fleming, the left-handed shot. Got it. Back up by 11. We need a quick 3. Pritchard's going to touch it just shy of midcourt. Pritchard into the paint. Double clutch. Missed. There's a tip-in by Rashawn Claiborne. Claiborne's got 14. He leads the Lions in scoring on his 6th field goal of the night. There's only 9.4 with a shot clock off. CBU inbounds it successfully. Drake has it and will likely not foul here as they give it back to Fleming, and that's going to be the ball game. UNA loses tonight 87-73. We fall to 16-4, 9-3 in the Gulf South Conference. CBU goes to 13-6. Post-game coverage when we return on the UNA Lions Sports Network.
These days, there's still a need for genuine personal relationships, especially when it comes to your pharmacy. Sheffield, Leeton, and Russellville pharmacies are still locally owned and independent, the way you like it. From the time you walk through the front door, you just feel that family atmosphere. Plus, they provide fast, easy, and extra friendly service every time. Rodney Logan and his staff have everything you need when you need it, and they also specialize in topical compounding medication, mixed on site. Sheffield, Leeton, and Russell pharmacies. Great customer service at all 3 locations.
He is the most interesting man in the Shoals. He is an artist, a writer, a philosopher, a historian, musician, astronomer, wine connoisseur, environmentalist, Peace Prize recipient. When he speaks, people hang on each and every word, especially the verbs. His personality is so magnetic that he cannot carry credit cards. It is said that once he taught a German shepherd how to bark in Spanish and taught a horse to read his email. Someone recently asked him what he did for fun, and here is what he said.
I don't eat out every day, but when I do, I eat at City Hardware because to me, it's the most interesting restaurant in the Shoals.
Daddy, can I get a puppy, please?
Okay, Sammy. It's bedtime.
Oh, 10 more minutes, please.
10 more.
Please? Hey, Daddy. Will you buy some alcohol for my party tonight? We'll be right here at the house. You can even take the keys. Please?
Absolutely not.
Each time I turn around. Never let me have anything.
Don't be a pushover.
I hate you.
Be a parent. Prevent. Don't provide alcohol to minors.
Inside UNA Basketball now, continuing with the Lions Lair segment brought to you by CB&S Bank. Today we're talking to Marquell Darrington for the University of North Alabama, point guard for the Lions, and a junior now out of Montgomery, Alabama. Played down at, was it Trinity Presbyterian High School?
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about your career here at UNA before we get into other things, because, you know, basketball games, the final minute can be an eternity. You can't give up no matter how far down you are.
That's right.
You're a great example of not giving up.
Yes,
your first year was 2008, 2009. You've really stuck with it. You've overcome some adversity in the classroom. And talk about that whole process.
Well, yeah, my grades kind of slipped at first, and you know, Coach gave me an opportunity to come back and prove myself again.
A lot of guys would throw in the towel. They just go do something else. You've come back. You've come to college. This has obviously been a goal of yours to finish.
Yeah, well, actually, I was out working at Publix, working as a stocker. So, yeah, this is what I love to do. So I came back to it.
Well, we're glad you came back when you did, because you've been a big part of this basketball squad running up there at the front. First year was 2008, 2009. Let's talk, though, about this team. You've come back. You were here before. There's some new faces. This group, though, has gelled quickly. Went off with an 8-0 start back before the New Year's Eve break. Talk about how this group of guys is really, really close, though. Everybody has thick skin. You guys know how to kid and joke around.
Yeah, we just all hang together. We just remain close, like off the court. You know, communication is the key.
We talk a lot about role players, guys knowing what their role are. We've had guests here in this seat talk about coming off the bench. You're a starter, but talk about your role and what it means for the UNA Lions this season.
Well, since I've been here, I know like what Coach wants, so I think everybody looks to me to, you know, give them answers.
Marquell Darrington with us, the Lions Lair segment profile on this week's Inside UNA Basketball edition. Thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We're coming right back after this.
When I go to see my bank, they know me by name.
I go to a place with banking the way it should be.
My bank has convenience and great service.
I love that it's a community bank.
My bank says yes to lending.
Our bank is CB&S Bank.
It's banking the way it should be.
Tony Valentino here, urging you to come to Flowers Hall this year and support Bobby Champagne and the UNA Lions basketball team in their quest for a Division II national championship. Catch all the action and the excitement. Hey, UNA basketball! That's what I'm talking about!
Whether it's purple and gold or any other color, Simpson's Body Shop now has 3 locations to help you get that damaged car repaired, painted, and back on the road. They're located at Cox Boulevard in Sheffield and Highway 72 in Killen and Broadway Street in Florence. Choose one and rest assured that you've chosen the right professionals for the job. 3 generations, 3 brothers, 3 locations since 1981. Simpson's is there for you 24 hours a day. For towing and repair, Simpson's gets it right the first time. The reputation of Simpson's Collision and Repair speaks for itself. Those Simpson boys say go Lions.
Back on Inside UNA Basketball in the Lions Lair segment there just moments ago, Marquell Darrington, the junior out of Montgomery. Loved interviewing that guy. Great fella.
Yeah, Marquell has really come around. Redshirted his freshman year, started during the next year for about 7 or 8 games, and then went on some hard times and took care of business and came back, and he's really been good for us. He put us on his back down at West Florida, 26 points, career high, and so really glad to see him having a positive impact on our team, both on and off the court.
Admire the guy for sticking with it and making a big impact on the hardwood for UNA. Time now for our play of the game against Christian Brothers University. It's presented by Frostbite and Montague's at the corner of Pine and Chisholm there. Frozen yogurt made your way, Coach, today. We're highlighting a guy. You know, so many times we talk about role players, and that goes hand in hand with a guy from the bench. It's Tyler Pritchard.
Yeah, Tyler Pritchard came in, gave us a spark. I think he had our first or second basket of the game and scored 10 points. You know, it was really tough to pick a player of the game. Rashawn had a nice game. Bruce had a nice game. Wes did pretty good, but didn't have a whole lot of scoring and not a whole lot of positives in this game. But Tyler really came on and did some things off the bench.
Tyler Pritchard, 10 points, 2 steals, 2 rebounds over 16 minutes for the young man out of Iuka, Mississippi, this week's player of the game. So, Coach, we dropped this one 87-73, 16-4. Delta State comes to town, and DSU right now 59-56 winners. The same time we're losing, they're winning over Union. So they'll come in here on a winning note, but looking for some revenge. We got them down in Cleveland.
Yeah, we probably played our best basketball of the year down there at Delta. Executed really well in the second half. Got to do a great job on Terry Leak, who's one of the league leaders in scoring, and got to get back on the winning track against Delta State.
March 7th through March 10th. Let's go ahead and tell you, Lion fans, start getting those reservations for Birmingham, Alabama. We're going to be playing the conference tournament down at the Hanna Center on the campus of Samford University. The conference tournament will be here before we know it, Coach.
Conference tournament will be here before we know it, and it'll be some great basketball because there's not a whole lot of disparity between the number 1 team and the number 8 team in this league.
Tickets all the way from $8 down to $5, and it's going to be a great venue for college basketball. You'll get to see the stars of the Gulf South Conference converge on Birmingham, Alabama. UNA will be there. We hope you'll be there as well for those big games down there. Coach, let's get ready for the Delta State Statesmen and the rest of the season.
Pretty fired up about this game coming up this weekend.
That's going to do it for this episode. We'll see you next time on Inside UNA Basketball. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for watching Inside UNA Basketball. Please join us again next Sunday at 11:30.